Hey y'all, welcome to Whiskey Wednesdays with Dylan and Nick. This week we have pretty good bourbon on the show. It stacks up and we're going to do a versus episode on it here later. Weller Antique 107. Comes from the Buffalo Trace Distillery. It's the same line, same mash bill, just a higher proof. And actually it's harder to find than the green label, which is the Special Reserve.
It is.
Which later on we're going to talk about how to win that Weller Special Reserve bottle. But for now we're going to focus on the Antique. So, Nick, what do you know about Weller Antique?
So Weller Antique has the same mash bill as the Pappy line, and that's why people have been seeking it out. Since Pappy is close to impossible to get, they go towards the Weller line. Weller 12 was first. That's disappeared from the market, as I've seen. And Antique is next. That's why this is kind of harder to find. I was really lucky to get this. It's usually, I went to a liquor store just last week, and 5 minutes after opening, it was sold out, and they got 2 cases of it. So, yeah, it's definitely a bourbon people are looking out for. So if you do end up finding a bottle, definitely grab it. And if you don't like whiskey, you could even sell it. I mean, this stuff is going for upwards of $200 to $300 on the aftermarket. So,
but we don't condone selling on the aftermarket.
We do not. We prefer to drink it rather than sell it.
That is 100% correct.
Yeah. So Weller Antique is 107 proof, 53.5 ABV. Won't be as smooth as Weller Special Reserve, given the alcohol content, but it is still very good.
Do you happen to know if this is the same age as Special Antique, or is it a little?
It is. Okay. It's the same age. I think we said 4 to 6.
I believe so.
4 to 6 years age. There's no age statement on it, but that's what I've heard it is. So let's get into the tasting.
One thing really quick is that people are using this with limestone water and putting it into their barrels to create poor man's Pappy. It'll rotate between the Weller Red and Weller Green. It's an interesting kind of thing to think about, as this is the same mash bill as Pappy, and essentially Pappy is just a little bit older. I think Pappy starts at 15. This will end at 12. So you're getting a little bit more age, but you're also paying a little bit more for Pappy. With this, it's a nice, easy pour. Again, a sweet bourbon, because wheated bourbons are sweet. This was, I want to say Colonel Blanton's opened up the Weller line.
No, he didn't.
Who opened up?
William LaRue Weller did.
He opened up his own line.
He opened, separate from what's now Buffalo Trace, and then he sold his line to Sazerac.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least you're educating me.
Yeah.
Important things for you guys to know.
That's what the WL Weller stands for.
Yep. Well, we'll go ahead and show you guys the color.
I've also heard that people have been using to make poor man's Pappy is a ratio of this with the Weller 12 too. I've heard it's actually better.
Beautiful
than Pappy.
gold.
The 23 year to be specific.
It's like a copper gold color, like in between the two. It's light. It's very light still. Even, you guys probably can't see it. It probably looks pretty dark to you guys. The legs are coming down pretty quick once you let it sit, and they're kind of thin, which is okay. The legs really don't have too much. You guys don't need to focus on that too much, but color is definitely important. So yeah, you get a nice color. I wish I had a light to shine through here that I could kind of show you guys. It looks dark.
About the same color as the Special Reserve.
Right off the bat, you notice it's a very familiar scent. It's not in your face alcohol. Very sweet smelling caramel.
You'll get that with the wheated bourbons.
Yeah, you get a lot of caramel.
You
in this
get the vanilla, you get the caramel, the baking spices, just all the sweetness that you get from wheated bourbons. Very prevalent in this.
For sure. And by next week, I would like us to have some form of tasting wheel or whatever. It could just be paper. We don't need to get the
kit.
Yeah. For now, until we figure it out. Yeah, it's maple. You get like a nice maple syrupy kind of scent. It's sweet. It's very sweet.
It has the same notes as a Special Reserve does, really.
Yep.
Just a little stronger on the alcohol scent.
So I'll go ahead and kind of give this a taste, and then we'll see if maybe there's another flavor that gets diluted by the extra limestone water going into this.
It does have a long finish. That's nice.
First thing I noticed is more oak.
There is no more oak.
A lot more wood flavor.
Oh, I taste only wood on the first taste. With some cinnamon on the back.
It is a long finish, and you'll get that Kentucky hug.
Yeah.
Basically all the way down.
It is 107 proof, so you'll get that.
The finish is nice. It's not mouth numbing, but it's pleasant.
Yeah, it's not like with the Knob Creek single barrel. If you put that in your mouth too long, it'll make your tongue numb. It's not to that level, but it does sting the tongue a little bit.
I wish I was getting more notes off from this for the nose. It is the exact same nose as the Special Reserve.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Cinnamon on the second taste. Vanilla.
I keep looking for peanut, but there's no peanut.
It's a little. When I say spicier, I don't mean like rye spicy, but like baking spice spicier than the Special Reserve is.
For sure. There's no with the Special Reserve, we got a lot of notes of honey, but I'm not really picking that up with this one.
There's not, no.
I think that the alcohol kind of drowns out the honey in this one.
It does, yeah.
It is. This one is not another. This is another not overly complex bourbon. It's not going to be one that you're going to get a whole bunch of stuff from, which we talked about with the Weller Special Reserve and the Jack Daniels as well. There's just not many layers to this one. We have overly complex bourbons on our shelf, and
there's some pepper in there too.
Yeah, there's pepper, for sure. I wanted to say that, but it's a very quick
Yeah, it's there and then it disappears.
The aftertaste on this is delightful.
It is.
It's still sweet. For me, I'm gonna give this a winter bourbon. Just because I feel like this would probably be better if we were sitting out here. It was a little, maybe like an early fall going into winter, or a late fall going into winter bourbon. Sitting out here when it's cold, this would be a very, very good bourbon to be sipping on.
I think it's kind of safe to say if you're drinking a bourbon, anything 100 proof or higher, it'll be better in the winter or fall time.
I would say anything over 110. Because that Cooper's Craft that I have, I would drink that outside right now.
Really?
And it's not, but there are some that are 100 proof and they'll be overly aggressive. This one, not overly aggressive at 100 and... What is it?
7.
Is that what it is? 107?
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. At 107, but a little bit more aggressive than others. And that's why I said early fall, or late fall, early winter. That Elijah Craig barrel proof that I have at 131 proof, that is one that is a nice midwinter's sip. There is a bourbon that's called Midwinter's Dram, or a Midnight's Dram, or something like that, and I want to get that on the show, but I've heard that that's a good winter bourbon as well.
Oh, okay.
This is not to me a summer bourbon. This would be a fall bourbon. This would go good in if you did mix it, which I wouldn't recommend.
No.
This would go great in a hot toddy, or in a apple cider. This would be one that would go great in there.
Yeah.
As well as the Knob Creeks. I'm going to give this my final taste and my final sniff, and then we'll talk about the
giveaway.
Yeah. We'll talk about that. We'll do our shout outs and then we'll get off from here. Very quick episodes. We're trying to actually shorten these down. We've noticed a lot of people have short episodes.
15-20 minutes. Usually half an hour. But with guests, they're going to be typically longer, but yeah.
Caramel and pepper. It's like somebody gave you like a jalapeno infused caramel treat. It's still spicy. As it cools down, you start to catch a little bit more of that maple syrup.
I get like a hot tamale.
Like the candy? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm thinking like the food. Like,
oh no!
Like a Mexican dish.
Oh no!
Tamale.
No.
Yeah, I could see that. It's aggressive in that sort of way. Like if you have one of those and you chew it and you don't.
Yeah, it's like that cinnamon, but there's that hot,
peppery, hot.
Like if you breathe out in a certain way, it feels like you're breathing out fire.
And the Kentucky hug on this it's long, and it's
pleasant.
It is pleasant. If you suffer from heartburn, this would be one that I would watch out for. But it's good. I like it. I would drink this. Yeah, this gets my stamp of approval. I don't think we've done one yet that does not earn my stamp of approval.
I do have one that I've tried that I absolutely hate it.
Well, I'm saying on here.
Oh, on here, no.
I don't think we've done one that doesn't get the stamp, which is going to be hard to do because if we're picking these, they're not going to be bourbons that we don't like.
Yeah.
They're going to be bourbons that we are familiar with or that we maybe have heard about, and we're going to decide if we want to try them or not. So that's why we need you guys to get on here and tell us, hey, we want you to try this one or that one, so that we're getting a broad spectrum of bourbons.
Right. We won't really. We'll keep doing what we pick until you guys suggest something else. I mean, we're very open. We're kind of excited to see what you guys suggest because we're kind of tired of picking out stuff that we like, and we'd like to pick out stuff that you guys like.
I think we need to get that H&H on the on an episode because we had a request for that. Somebody was asking about the H&H or the H&H 10-star.
We could compare the two.
Yeah, and that would be a good one. 10-star is discontinued, but there are a couple stores around us that carry the 10-star.
Does Cappy still have it?
I want to say no.
Oh.
But they might. I haven't been down there in a little bit. I can check on the bourbon drop.
I'm going there Thursday.
Oh, you know what? It might be closed on Thursday.
What?
4th of July.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, because O'Brien's is closed.
On Thursday?
They close at 6 on Thursday.
Oh, because I'm going there at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, check their
for the drop.
Yeah, check their hours before you go down there. You guys, if you have had H&H 10-star and then H&H separately, let us know what you think. We will have the link to this in our description. If you want to check it out a little bit more, to the Weller Antique. We'll get the link to you guys, and then we will, whatever you guys want to talk about, shoot it.
Yeah.
Buffalo Trace's link will be here as well. We'll figure it all out. Actually went down to the distillery, picked up my first bottle of Blanton's. I'm gonna give Nick a pour of that, and when he gets a bottle, we will be doing a review of that.
So I see how it is. We're gonna use my bottle for the review.
Hell no, we're both gonna use our own bottles for the review.
Oh, okay. So I'll pour mine, you pour yours.
Yeah, because I don't want to pull from yours, and you don't want to pull from mine. Like that's a unicorn, and Buffalo Trace has it, and it's flowing heavy right now. Don't go down there and pick it up, you assholes! I swear to God, I'll kill you. I won't kill you, but I'll be very upset.
Next time I go down there, I'm bringing like 5 people with me.
We need to bring non-bourbon drinkers with us so we can just be like, hey dude, I'm gonna pay you to pick this up.
Dude, I thought about just asking people down there, like, here's $70, keep the change. Can you buy me a bottle of Blanton's?
Yeah. You know what was surprising when I was down there?
What?
Not many people were buying Blanton's. They
Really?
were buying Buffalo Trace, and they were buying like the White Dog or that cologne and soap that I bought.
Really?
Or t-shirts.
I'm kind of curious on that White Dog. That might be one of my next reviews.
That's on my list of things that I'm gonna put in my barrel.
What the vodka? The Wheatley vodka.
No, the White Dog is different than.
What's the White Dog?
White Dog is straight up mash bill.
Oh, I saw that actually when
Yeah.
I went Kentucky and I went bourbon hunting, and I saw both. There's mash 1 and there's mash 2.
Yep.
And they were like a small bottle.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to put in my barrel.
And they had the bourbon cream down there too, and they had the Wheatley vodka.
Yeah. I was actually when I was at the TPS.
And you know what else they had? The OFC.
Old fashioned copper. Should have bought a bottle.
It was in a glass case.
Should have bought it. Don't know what
It's
you're
probably
doing.
thousands, man.
It was not. The Party Source is all retail, dude.
It wasn't Party Source.
Where was it?
It was a different.
Oh, at another place. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's gonna be freaking expensive.
Yeah, I think they only
There's good
a raffle
stuff.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
Or you have to have freaking party points or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, because I asked them about Blaine. It's like, yeah, we only give that to people with like a certain amount of party points or whatever.
Yeah, it's stupid. The nice thing about living in Ohio is you can't raise the prices on your bourbons at the store, so you get it for retail. The other nice thing is that you're not freaking. Well, I guess it's the same thing. You're not going to overpay, and they don't do those party points. That's some bullshit, dude.
Well, that's only
100%,
because it's Kentucky. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They got everything.
Yeah. Well, Peter told me, he's like, dude, I went down there. There's a bottle of Blanton sitting on the shelf, 500 points. $500 you have to spend to get that. He said he thought about spending $500 on just bullshit alcohol just to get the Blantons. But then he refrained. Thank you, Peter, because you're helping out the market on not buying that bullshit. He said he refrained and he just bought like a regular bottle of bourbon.
Hey.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Don't look, if you're out there and you're freaking trying to find the secondary market and they're selling it for $300, don't buy it.
No, that's stupid.
Just stop and think to yourself, like this bottle will go for like $200-$300 on the secondary market.
Yep.
Don't do it because it's stupid.
You can find it.
Driving
It's hard,
up the prices
but
on
you can
bourbon.
find it.
And these people that don't drink bourbon that are selling it are just going to turn around and sell this for a profit because people are buying it.
Yeah.
Stop buying it on the secondary market. Stick these people with these bottles so they stop buying them. Look, people that like bourbon are going to buy it, okay? And we're trying to buy it at the store. So, keep us in mind when you're on that secondary market. Make sure that people are giving you credibility and selling it for a reasonable price if you do buy on the secondary market, which we don't condone.
No.
All right, Nick.
Do shout outs?
We got to do our shout outs and we got to figure out how to get rid of that special reserve of Weller.
Get rid of it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. We'll keep it if you guys don't freaking take it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, until you guys comment or subscribe.
It's not going anywhere.
Right.
It's like
It might go to me, actually. I might take it.
Don't let Nick get that. We got to keep Nick. Nick's like the secondary market. We don't want him to have it. So
I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to drink it.
Nick, I want you to do your shout out first because I feel like I always do mine first.
All right. Shout out to Sarah, of course. Mom, Dad, Jack, Ellie, Alex, all the
Does Ellie watch
fam.
these?
She glances at them, but she doesn't drink whiskey. She's not of age yet.
Exactly. That's interesting.
And then Jake, McCuz, Sticky Arrow, Kevin, Mike, Papa, and the rest of whoever's watching this. Really appreciate the support.
I'm going to go with Cassandra every week. Got to give you the shout out, even though you hardly watch these. I'm going to give the Poor Boys. Every week you're going to see me give about the same three people. Poor Boys, Bourbon Aficionados, Tri-State Bourbon Aficionados. Thank you guys again for letting me post this video in your group. I'd like to give a shout out to Buffalo Trace. You guys make some of the best whiskey out there. We'd love to get some more of your product on our show. Either the vodka or the cream or
Margarita.
whatever you have, we want to get it on there. So if you guys are willing to send us a sample, go ahead, send it out to us. We'll
Or of the rarer stuff, because we can pick up that stuff in the store.
yeah, or Eagle Rare, you know?
Or Stag, you know,
Yeah.
whatever
Oh
you
God,
got.
I would love to get it.
Just like a little.
Yeah, just a little bottle of Stag. That'll do us. Let me see here. I don't really have too much more, you know. My family and friends. Brandy, I'm waiting on that barrel-proof bottle of what you're going to be sending me.
What's that?
I showed you, but we'll talk about it after the show
Okay.
because we want that to be a surprise.
Okay.
That's going to be a good one for you guys. Nick, tell us how we can win this bottle of special.
So the bottle of
Reserve.
Special Reserve, not the antique, but the green label. Comment, subscribe, share, and like if you want a chance to get it, or else it's all mine.
Yeah, and I paid for half of that fucker, so if you give it to Nick, I'm going to be really pissed off.
We need at least 10 contestants at the end of this month. That's when we'll send it out to deem it sendable. So
And if you have your YouTube account set to private, please set it to public.
yeah, so
know
we can
who you
see.
are.
Yeah, so we can see our subscribers and see who
We
is
need to
actually.
know who's there, and please comment, because if you don't comment, it makes it damn near impossible for us to see if you're a private user,
Right.
which sucks because you won't get this bottle.
Yeah.
And right now, Nick's only got one other person in competition with him, actually, from the Facebook side,
Oh,
which
yeah?
would be this guy. His name's Frank. I met him at a concert, and he liked, subscribed, and shared our
Damn.
channel. On
Shout out to you, Frank.
Yep, he's killing it. We appreciate you, Frank. Special shout out to you, man. Thank you for doing what you do and liking our channel. Anything else we got today, Nick?
That should be
All right,
it.
dude, send us out.
All right. I'll see you guys.
Dude,
Cheers.
Dude, cheers, whatever.